Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Is all hope gone for Todd and Julie Chrisley after latest appeal? Chrisley knows best. Fans predicted a disappointing outcome for Savannah Chrisley with Todd and Julie Chrisley's oral arguments appeal, but is all hope gone for them? After the appeal, in an update, Savannah seemed down. So curious USA Network fans wonder if the attorney, Alex Little, prepared her for bad news. Todd and Julie Chrisley's appeal alleged misconduct. Only a very small percentage of federal oral argument appeals are granted. So in his filings, Alex Little must have had a good basis to get the opportunity in the appellate court. Most of the arguments labored the issues of alleged misconduct by the prosecution. Additionally, Little talked about an IRS witness who seemed to influence the jury by suggesting they never paid taxes. While some people feel that it was all hearsay, the fact is that what she said was entered into the court record, so it is evidence. Those critics of the Chrisley knows best family who hoped for bad news for Todd and Julie Chrisley on April 19 didn't get their wish. In an update by Savannah, it turned out that it could take months before any feedback arrives. So for now, they both remain in their respective federal prisons. Even if it's a favorable decision, depending on what the outcome is, it doesn't necessarily mean an immediate release from prison. So their release from prison by summer, which Savannah hoped for, looks unlikely. All hope gone for the Chrisley knows best alums? On Reddit, an OB talked about the appeal, and in the discussion, other options arose. The caption said, "The discussion about Todd and Julie Chrisley's appeal revealed that according to Savannah, it's not the end of the road if the outcome of the hearing goes against her mom and dad." Well, Alex Little certainly seems qualified to pursue other avenues. However, Savannah Chrisley isn't elaborating on what those other avenues might involve. While she remains hopeful for Todd and Julie Chrisley, observers wait and see what plays out. The bright southern charm that once defined Todd and Julie Chrisley's life has dimmed to a shadow behind cold, concrete prison walls. With their latest appeal officially denied, fans are asking a haunting question: is all hope gone for the Chrisleys? Once the stars of the hit reality series Chrisley Knows Best, Todd and Julie captivated America with their witty banter, lavish lifestyle, and unshakable confidence in family values. But their world crumbled when they were convicted in 2022 on federal charges of bank fraud and tax evasion. Todd received a 12-year sentence, while Julie was handed 7 years. Both insisted they were innocent and vowed to fight the convictions tooth and nail. For a while, their faith seemed unbreakable. In televised interviews and heartfelt letters read by daughter Savannah, the couple maintained that they were wrongly accused, victims of a flawed system, and betrayal from former business associates. Hopes rose when their legal team filed a highly anticipated appeal in 2023, which challenged the fairness of their trial, citing issues with evidence and alleged prosecutorial misconduct. But now, in a July 2025 bombshell, the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals has denied their motion, upholding the convictions and dealing a severe blow to their future. The news hit like a gavel to the gut, especially for Julie, who was rumored to be holding out for early release based on health concerns and her limited role in the fraud. Savannah Chrisley, their outspoken daughter and legal power player in the family's post-conviction efforts, posted a single cryptic Bible verse on Instagram just hours after the ruling. "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Followers flooded the comment section with prayers, but many couldn't hide their despair. "This feels like the end of the road," one longtime fan wrote. "I believed in their innocence, but now it just feels like the system won." Legal experts react. Legal analysts say the appellate court's decision all but closes the door on reversal. Appeals courts don't retry cases, they'd look for legal errors, said federal attorney Marcus Elridge. The Chrisleys put up a vigorous appeal, but the court found no compelling reason to overturn the verdict or grant a new trial. Still, Elridge added, they do have one last move, a petition to the U.S. Supreme Court, but those are rarely granted. Less than 2% file that long-shot petition. Experts believe it's unlikely to succeed. They would need to prove a constitutional violation on a national level, Elridge noted. This case, while high-profile, does not meet the threshold of something that would impact the broader legal landscape. Inside the walls. How are Todd and Julie coping? Behind the scenes, life has changed dramatically for the once glamorous couple. Todd, who was once never seen without perfectly coiffed hair and designer shoes, is reportedly a model inmate at the federal prison camp in Pensacola, Florida. But the man who once lorded over million-dollar real estate deals now spends his days doing clerical work and attending Bible study sessions. Julie, at the Lexington, Kentucky facility for female inmates, is said to have taken a quieter path, volunteering in the kitchen and forming a prayer group with fellow inmates. Inmates say she rarely speaks of her old life, but clings fiercely to her faith and her family's support. Savannah has become the public face of their crusade, hosting her podcast Unlocked with tearful updates and legal insights. Yet even she appeared visibly shaken following the appeal denial. During a recent episode, she confessed, I've never felt more helpless. We prayed, we worked, we fought. And now it's like we've slammed into a brick wall. What happens next? The legal road ahead is narrow. With the appeal denied, the Chrisleys' only remaining options are clemency, sentence commutation, or a Supreme Court petition. All are extraordinarily rare and depend on politics, paperwork, and prayers. There have been whispers of the Chrisleys preparing a bid for clemency, a direct appeal to the President of the United States. In this scenario, they'd be requesting mercy rather than legal exoneration. It's a path rarely traveled but not unprecedented. If the Biden administration or a future president views them as reformed and deserving, a sentence reduction could be considered, said political analyst Erica Junes. But it's a stretch, especially with so many other high-profile clemency petitions already pending. Public opinion turning? Public support for the Chrisleys has fractured. Some still believe they were wrongly targeted, while others argue they're simply facing the consequences of a privileged life of excess and deception. I used to love them, but this feels like karma, one social media commenter posted. They lied, they got caught. End of story. Others are more forgiving. Nobody's perfect. I think they've suffered enough. I hope someone, somewhere gives them another chance. A Change.org petition calling for Julie's early release due to health reasons recently crossed 200,000 signatures. Meanwhile, former cast members and extended family have mostly remained silent, adding to the somber mood. What the Chrisleys can still control. If there is one thing Todd and Julie have always excelled at, it's turning adversity into narrative. Their reality show may be off the air, but the Chrisleys are reportedly working on a memoir, an emotional joint effort that could be published in late 2025 if approved by prison administrators. Titled In God We Trust, The Chrisley Story, the book promises to reveal the truth, the heartbreak, and the hope that remains. But with the latest court decision, the subtitle might need revision, because for now, hope seems in dangerously short supply. And yet, if the Chrisleys have taught us anything through bankruptcy, scandal, and now incarceration, it's that they never stop fighting. But this time, the fight may be nearing its final round. All eyes are now on what they'll do next. Will they accept their fate quietly or find one last ember of defiance to ignite a new chapter? One thing is certain, in the saga of Todd and Julie Chrisley, nothing is ever truly over until they say it is.